What is up, Budget War Gamers? We've got some more news for you guys with more announcements of what's coming out next week. Most of this won't be a surprise to you guys, but it's still important to hear it because there's actually a new start collecting Necrons box, of which actually caught me by surprise because I had just purchased the existing version this past Christmas, so 3 months ago, and I haven't even opened it yet, so shame on me. If I do open it up, it's probably because I need a few 20mm bases at this point for another project I'm working on. But I haven't yet even put that box together yet to strengthen up my Necron list, and already they're throwing more stuff at me with this Forge Bane, and then now with the new Start Collecting Necrons box. And that's so Necron for you guys because they don't sleep, so why should they let you sleep? And although I guess their machine god is sleeping, maybe on Mars, so that is to be determined, I suppose, but depends on how much of the lore you read into. But that's so Necron of them not to even let Tau enjoy their own release weekend, although the only thing that came out for Tau was data cards and a codex, and a special edition of the codex, but they didn't even get dice, did they? Oh, those poor Necrons. But when you have such a low ballistic skill in the first place, why even bother rolling the hit, right? So this is not new. This is the existing $85 Start Collecting Necrons box. This is the one sitting on top of my case here in the back of the hobby bunker. And you get a Triarch Stalker. You're going to get some Necron Warriors with the Scarabs because they come on the sprue. And you're going to get a Necron Lord/Overlord. That's the $85. That's what you get right now. But let's take a look at what's coming out because next week's pre-orders are going to be Codex Necrons, so no big surprise there. That'll come out along the same lines of Forgebane, a special edition if you like that stuff. Data cards, of course, but here is the new box. Presumably it's still going to be $85 USD. I don't see that mentioned here, but of course they'd have to mention it international pricing as well. But when we look comparatively, so how many are we getting in this box? 17 models. Now, we are giving up the Triarch Stalker, but I feel like we're getting a much better value. Check out this new box set. So you're going to get the Command Barge, the Annihilation Command Barge, of which can be built a couple different ways. So then you have the same Necron Overlord, the same Necron Warriors. Now let's count them up because they're kind of trying to hide them here. Because you're going to get 5 of the Immortals/Deathmark, depending on how you assemble those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I knew it was going to be 12. And then sprinkled in throughout there, it's really hard to see, there's actually 3 Scarab Swarms. 1, 2, 3. And that's because you get 1 Scarab Swarm on each sprue of 4 Necron Warriors. So this is a better value right off the bat. Because the Command Barge comes in roughly the same price as the Triarch Stalkers. You'll have this extra character here who's actually remnants from that build out. So there's a version of it that comes with a Necron character on it, and this is a weapons barge. And then you're going to have the Immortals and or Deathmarks. So much better value, presumably still going to be $85 US, which would be a great deal. And if you've already picked, what's also cool is if you've already picked up the other Start Collecting Necrons box, this is still a great addition because, yeah, sure, you're going to end up with another Necron Overlord, but I would pick this up along with the Forge Bane. So I can't imagine they'd be coming out with a new Start Collecting Skitarii box because there's really nothing wrong with the existing Start Collecting Skitarii box. You know, you've got the Datasmith, the Onager Dunecrawler, and the 10 Rangers or Vanguard in the box. I mean, sure, it'd be great if they threw in another set, like if they threw in the Sicarians or something like that along with it. I'd take that for $85, but I don't think we're yet going to see a price hike, but anything could happen. It is Games Workshop, but I feel like with them having grown the player base so much here in the last few years that they're going to continue to keep prices at bay. Cross my fingers. I hope I don't jinx anything there, but I thought that was more news than the fact that their Codex was coming out. Yes, Forge Bane's coming out. There's already been some unboxings on the internet of Forge Bane. We had our own Forge Bane video where we covered the contents of it. I'll link that here at the end of the video. And then I'll link to another video where we covered Forge Bane before. Or one of the other videos. I'll still take a peek. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this new Necron Start Collecting box. Is this something that you think will draw more Necron players into the game? Or is this just something that existing Necron players will use to beef up their hordes and build out their list to another 2,500 point, from 2,000 to 2,500 points? And that does bring up an interesting observation, though, is how many points will this be, right? Because they've assembled this in a way that the weapons barge becomes more of a heavy support choice than an HQ choice, but it certainly could have been the other way around with the Overlord being on it, but it would have been too HQ heavy. So I like the fact that they've given options in this box set and still included the plastic Necron Lord in there as a choice. So stay tuned to Budget Wargamer. We've got more stuff coming out each and every week and throughout the week to cover the news out there in Games Workshop and in the other hobby space. Now, I'd also like to hear what other games you guys are into, because I play a lot of other games, collect a lot of other models, and I wanted to find out what my fan base is now that we're getting close to 200,000 followers. And I'd like to take a moment to thank the guys and gals that have jumped on recently. So let's see here who has joined and started following here most recent. So when I go and I scroll through, we have The Book Devourer, thank you for your subscription. Bane McGregor, thank you again. So, and let's see here. Astazgarut, I might have butchered your name, but I do appreciate your patronage. Fernando Lasteria and Mason Pruyuniger. Wow, I've never seen such strong names that usually send me. I have such good diction generally. Carl Gustav, 12th Adolf. Man, you have one serious name. I don't know if that's royalty or not, but you may even be from the great empire here in Warhammer Worlds. But appreciate the patronage of you guys. Keep referring these videos to your friends and comment below. Hit the like button and let me know what you guys are into so I can cover some more topics of hobby news out there.